Hello and welcome back to the United Devils Watchalong. Today is probably Manchester United's most important game of the season. They've had three semi-finals overall this season. This is the only chance to get to a final now after being knocked out of the last two, as United face Sevilla in the Stadion Köln in the Europa League semi-final. And today United have a few changes that have shocked United fans. Sevilla are obviously unchanged from the side that beat Wolves 1-0 with an Ocampos goal, and he does start, of course. Bono is in goal for them. Jesus Navas is the right back. Jules Koundé and Diego Carlos are the centre back pairing, and Sergio Reguilon is the left back for Sevilla. Julien Lopetegui has obviously kept with the strong midfield of Fernando, Juan Jordan, and Eva Banega, obviously the danger man who gave the assist for the winner against Wolverhampton Wanderers. The front three are going to be, you'd expect, quite fluid, with Suso on the right-hand side, it would look like, Lucas Ocampos on the left-hand side, and Yusuf El Nasiri up front. On the bench, of course, there are 12 options for Sevilla. They have Vasilik in goal, Diaz as well as the other goalkeeper, Gomez, Escudero, Gennaro and Perez the defensive options, Goodley and Torres as the holding midfielder options, Vasquez as the attacking midfielder, Munir, De Jong and Alonso as the forwards for Sevilla. And they have a big bench that can obviously offer a lot of different qualities, but no real wide options, which is interesting. For Manchester United, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has made a few changes to the side that got over the line in against Copenhagen even. The big news is that David De Gea starts ahead of Sergio Romero, and it will be making his first appearance in the Europa League since the 0-0 draw against AZ Alkmaar in the second game of the group stages. It's obviously a massive coup, you could see, because Romero has obviously been fantastic and De Gea has been a bit shaky in recent weeks. The defence also makes one change, with Eric Bailly dropping out to the bench and Lindelof coming in, who obviously did actually come on for Bailly against Copenhagen. I'm assuming to just get a bit more match fitness. Wan-Bissaka, Maguire and Williams remain the same. Fred remains in the side, despite claims from Nemanja Matic to come in, as Pogba lines up alongside the Brazilian. Fernandes, Greenwood, Rashford and Martial are all unchanged, but we'll be hoping for better luck, as they were all pretty much denied from open play from the magnificence of Johnson in goal. On the bench, like I said, 12 substitutions, so it's Grant and Romero as the goalkeeping options. Bailly, Fosu-Mensah and Tayden Mengi are the defensive options. No Diogo Dalot yet again. Matic, McTominay, Pereira, Mata and Lingard are the midfielders. James and Ighalo are the forwards. Akwasi is asking for any link for the live match. This, I'm afraid, we don't have the correct license for that. This is as far as we go with audio commentary, so you might have to look elsewhere for a actual video of the match, but we'll be providing audio commentary throughout the game. Of course, this is United's chance for silverware. They have obviously got in the Champions League already after finishing third in the Premier League, but a trophy is always what United should expect at the end of every season, and this is their last chance to do so. Of course, the omens don't bode well for United, as they are winless in their last 8 games versus Spanish opposition, 2 against Barcelona, 2 against Sevilla, who knocked us out in the Champions League in 2018, 2 against Valencia in the group stages of the Champions League the following year, and a loss to Real Madrid in the Super Cup after winning the Europa League, and in the semi-final, the second leg against Celta Vigo finished a draw at Old Trafford. However, the last time United did win against Spanish opposition was a 1-0 win in Celta Vigo, which then United progressed to the final and won it under Jose Mourinho. Of course, United do have a lot of players that played against Sevilla the last time they did actually play, and were miserably defeated at Old Trafford from a brace from Ben Yedder. 3 Sevilla players remain: Eva Banega, Escudero and Vasquez on the bench. But for United, there are quite a few players that did actually feature, including David De Gea, who had a masterclass in Sevilla, but could do nothing for the brace he conceded at Old Trafford. It is going to be a tough game. Sevilla did choke Wolves out, only restricted them to 2 shots on target, one of which was actually the penalty they got early in the game from a lung-bursting run from Adama Traore. And it will be maybe the pace of Manchester United on the counter that could break down this very rigid Sevilla team, who have the third best defence in La Liga as the season finished, as they finished, I believe, in third place and in the Champions League spots. So it's going to be tough for United to break them down, who obviously do struggle with low blocks, but we'll see how things go as the game is about to get underway even, and the players are kneeling down in support of the Black Lives Matter movement. And United will be getting us underway soon. And we're away, and it's going straight back to Victor Lindelof, who looks to launch it forward straight away. Hopefully the lag on our coverage won't be too bad. And it's back with Maguire, who lets it go out for a throw. As always, if you have any questions or topics you would like for me to discuss throughout the watch along, please comment on the live chat and I'll get to them as soon as I can. But it is going to be a throw to United after a long ball straight from the kickoff. Brandon Williams looks to find Martial, whose strength has kept possession. Rashford's now found Fernandes, and there's a chance for Greenwood down the right-hand side. About 30 yards out, he looks to dance past Reguilon. He's in the box now. He could get a shot off if he wanted to. It just scuffs alongside the Spanish left-back, but he's found Fernandes on the edge of the box, and he has a shot, but it's deflected for a corner, and United start lively. There's only a couple seconds on our delay, so not too bad. But Rashford, Martial and Fernandes combining well. Greenwood's shot was a little bit scuffed. Reguilon did very well to get a block on that. But now it'll be a corner in swinging from Fred on the right-hand side. He takes it short instead. And while Fernandes looks to link it up, it's deflected, but only to the path of Pogba. And now Fred again, who looks to shift it towards Maguire, who was there and I think has fouled Diego Carlos. United, of course, in their brand new third kit, a very sharp black with white Adidas stripes, similar to the kit they had in the 2017-18 season, and one they played Sevilla in. But it's now Sevilla short from the goal kick, and now Banega's gone for a long pass into his own box to find Koundé, but Navas couldn't quite get a toe onto the pass, which was rather sloppy, and Williams can now take a throw. United looking sharp early on, but hopefully that will continue. And De Gea with a loose pass, but Maguire's done well to deal with it. Williams now on the left-hand side. Nice bit of pace away from Suso, and he looks for anyone, but the pass was rather hopeful, and Bono in goal can collect. An interesting fact is a staggering 9 players in the starting 11 for Sevilla are making their debut season after joining either in the 2019 summer or the 2020 January transfer window for the striker Youssef El Naziri, who has actually got 6 goals in 24 games and is, I think, per game, the most prolific striker Sevilla have. Of course, Ocampos has been responsible for most of the goals with a staggering 17 goals this season. And loose ball from him, in fact, actually almost found Rashford, but his touch wasn't really good enough. And Navas can collect, and he's found Jordan, who's got through Fred and Rashford very nicely, and found Navas, but has to look back. Rashford pressed him well. Koundé under pressure, looks for a pass, only finds Williams. Now Pogba could get onto that ball. It's won well by Eva Banega, who's looking to get past Fred, is actually looking for En-Nesyri, but Maguire's clattered the ball past him. It's now back with Sevilla possession down the right-hand side, United's right even. It's with Reguilon, and a good foot in from Lindelof has only left it for a corner. But Sevilla on the counter have been a bit deadly. And good link-up play with En-Nesyri and Reguilon, and a really nice block from Lindelof prevents any danger from the best left-back in La Liga, according to the La Liga voting at the end of the season. Of course, he was dynamic and on loan from Real Madrid, but could be on his way to the Premier League. £18.5 million move. Banega with the corner. Headed out by Bruno Fernandes at the near post. But It's a chance for Jordan to get the ball back, but it's pressure from Mason Greenwood, I think. And now it's all the way back in the Sevilla half with Jordan. And he looks for the long pass to Suso, or Banega now. And then another long sweeping pass is cut out by Brandon Williams. In fact, Fred can recover the really rather sloppy pass from Rashford, and Pogba looks to bring it away. Has actually fouled Banega in trying to compete for the ball. He's disappointed with that, and honestly, I can see why. But it will be a free kick inside United's half. Let's have a look at this. It's just one arm on him, and Banega goes down. I think something we have experienced with Spanish clubs. They do seem to... it's a different league, but obviously those fouls get given a lot more in the Spanish league, and so United will have to be wary of that. And we'll have to be wary of Jesus Navas, who looks to find Ocampos or Suso even down the Sevilla right-hand side. But it's overhit, and De Gea can have a goal kick. But it's interesting to see that Suso is going to be on the right-hand side. He's a far more technical player than... Well, far more technical than Ocampos, not to discredit Ocampos at all. And it'll be interesting to see the battles between Williams and Suso and Ocampos and Wan-Bissaka. We've already seen the overlap potentially cause a few problems with United's players not really tracking back from the wing-back areas. As De Gea takes his goal kick long, maybe learning his lesson from the short passing. But it's cut out by Diego Carlos. But his header didn't quite manage to find Reguilon, as his clearance was in vain, as it will go out for a throw to United on the right-hand side, on the halfway line. Of course, Sevilla know how to win this competition. They've won it 5 times already, and will be looking to continue their good form against United in recent years with another trip to the final of the Europa League, as Rashford looks to find Martial on the edge of the box, and now Rashford's got a chance, and it's a great save by Bono, and Fernandes can't quite finish it. But I think it's going to be given as a penalty to Manchester United. Let's have a look. Martial with some great play. Rashford, and as he shoots, it's a sliding challenge, goes straight into his shin. It's a really, really poor challenge from Diego Carlos, who brought down Adama Traore in the Wolves game as well, and has given away another penalty. And Rashford is down, actually. He stayed down. He's being treated now. Let's have a look at this. I think it's just about the follow-through, because obviously Rashford shot and then it followed through, but we'll have to see whether that has been given as a penalty or not. Definitely contact, no doubt about that. I think this will be, it looks like it's going to be United's 22nd penalty of the campaign. Fernandes is the only man on the penalty spot, and United don't have to wait 95 minutes. Instead, only have to wait 7.5, I think, for their first penalty. Let's see. Of course, Bono did actually save Raul Jimenez's rather soft penalty, so it'll be Fernandes looking to score and exercise some demons against Sevilla. Rashford seems okay. The penalty, I think, has been given. And, of course, this is a big moment in the semi-final of the Europa League. It's Fernandes against Bono. And up he goes. It's a rocket into the top corner. Bruno Fernandes with another crucial goal for Manchester United and another crucial penalty. Demons exercised against Sevilla. Fernandes scores again. United ahead. Beautiful penalty. And looking at this again in slow motion, Rashford shoots. It is just so silly from Diego Carlos, and he just clatters into Rashford. And Fernandes with the penalty, he does the stutter run up, and he smashes it past Bono. And it is top corner, no chance, but a picture of composure from Fernandes. 12 goals for him and 9 assists, and that honestly couldn't have been a bigger goal. He scored the penalty that sent United to third place in the Premier League. Has he sent United into the final of the Europa League? We'll have to see how the rest of the game goes. But United ahead. And now Williams wins a header, but Rashford can't bring it under his possession. It's a long ball looking for El Naziri, and Lindelof shepherds it back to David De Gea expertly. And it's Wan-Bissaka to Pogba. He's looking to drive the team forward. He's got a lot of space at the moment. Opts to find Williams on the left-hand side. Now Rashford, back to Williams. I think Rashford's still probably suffering a little bit from that injury. Fred sharply back to Harry Maguire and Pogba again. He's got people ahead of him. No foul given after he's looked like he was under pressure from El Naziri. And now there's a chance for Sevilla down the left. It is going to be Reguilon into Banega, and Maguire does very well there. And now Pogba can take it away again and find, it looks like Mason Greenwood, but Diego Carlos gets a foot in there. And it's with Jordan. End to end at the moment. Reguilon, Fernando, and now Koundé. And Suso. Rashford can't quite get a foot in. It's now with Jordan, who's actually the most advanced of the Sevilla midfield. Reguilon. Greenwood tracking back at the moment. He has to play it back to Banega. Now back with the French centre-back. And Navas to Suso. Reverse pass, looking for Jordan, but it's overhit and it will be a goal kick. Taim Nietzsche says, in a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you love Bruno Fernandes? Can't even put it on a scale. I think 25, maybe. He's just revolutionised the club, and any fan who says otherwise isn't really a fan of Manchester United. You can't say he hasn't changed the club's fortunes over this season, and he's only joined in January. Imagine what he can do in a full season. We'll have to see next year. But De Gea's long kick, looking for Martial, headed out by Koundé, and it's back with Navas, who's pressed by Brandon Williams and having to play it backwards towards his own goalkeeper Bono. Moroccan international, and Diego Carlos. Now Banega's found a nice pass to Jordan, and he's got past Fred quite easily there, and he's found a pass back to Navas down the right-hand side. He's looked for a long pass brilliantly to Ocampos. Wan-Bissaka should have probably dealt with that, but it's Ocampos now cutting in. Wan-Bissaka got a foot in, so he has to play it back to Reguilon. Now Ocampos again. There's a chance for the overlap. It's not taken. It's back with Banega, who whips the ball in towards Navas, and the cross from the former Manchester City man was rather poor, and it went straight out for a goal kick. And interestingly, there are actually a few former Manchester City players, Jesus Navas and Fernando, and of course a former Liverpool player in Suso in the starting team. And they won't, obviously, a couple of them won't be too happy with City's result yesterday against Lyon. And Manchester United now the only English team left in Europe. As Pogba juggles with the ball, looks to get past a few players. He's done very well there, and he's looking for Rashford, but the pass was rather skewed, and Navas has it back with Sevilla, and Jordan to Koundé and Carlos now, looking to get past the United press, which is high and almost like a vacuum. But they found a bit of space now. They've done very well to get out of it for now. But Fred's done very well there to win the ball back from Jordan. And now it's Fernandes on the counter. He's got players ahead of him. There's a chance for Fred on the edge of the box. He's gone past and he's shot. And he just missed. Big chance for Fred. A devastating counter-attack from United. He won the ball back brilliantly. And then he cut it out, and it was his chance it was a fair challenge, it looks like. And then Fernandes finds him. It's a good pass. It's a good bit of space. He gets past Carlos, but then the shot is just wide and really, really not good enough on his... although you can sort of give him the benefit of the doubt, it was his weaker foot. But that's a big chance missed to make it 2-0. It's back with Sevilla, of course, with Navas and now Koundé and now Diego Carlos. course, two of Fred's 3 goals for United have actually come in this competition against Club Bruges, even in the 5-0 win at home. And Reguilon looked to put in another ball. It's defended well by Lindelof. Of course, this is still a dangerous moment. Of course, Sevilla did score their winner against Wolves from a set piece and are dangerous in the air. But it's Reguilon with another throw, leaving it for Campos instead. He's found Jordan in the box. It's headed back all the way back, actually, and there was a half chance, but Williams has cut that out very well. Fernandez looking to find any of his other players, and Diego Carlos wins the ball back, much more aerially dominant, and now Campos looks to get past Pogba, has to settle for a back pass to Reguilon, but now it's Jordan, and now Campos again. He's got a chance. It's saved by David De Gea. Narrow angle, but it would have taken a much better shot to stop, to go in the goal from really from that kind of effort. But it is a corner. It's been taken short. Reguilon on the edge of the box looks to get past Fred. Has left it for Banega. It's back with Jordan. Looks for a long shot. He hits Rashford in the back. Headed back by Navas, but Rashford can collect. He's actually given a pass away to El Naziri, but Maguire has done very well there. But they've played it quick, Sevilla. Koundé. Back with Carlos. United happy to sort of sit back and just look and see whether they can counter. But it's a long pass looking for Suso. It's actually cut out by Brandon Williams, and Rashford plays it back to Maguire though. Sevilla's press is strong, but United looking to play their way out. Lindelof now finding Williams. There's a chance for him to go forward. He's found Rashford quite nicely, actually, with his weaker foot. Rashford not deemed to be fouled. Sevilla's counter. And in fact, I think it's going to be a booking for Brandon Williams for a trailing leg on Suso. And that is a rather dangerous yellow card, only 15 minutes in, against a really quite smart and technical player. In fact, it is against Jordan. Does actually slip. I don't think that's really a fair yellow card. It's definitely not a yellow card, I'd say. But see if that affects the game. We've seen one of those kind of yellow cards that affect the game against Manchester City when Matic was sent off for 2 yellows. It's actually only Manchester United's only red card of the campaign. None in the Premier League, none in the Europa League, and none in the FA Cup. Just that one in the Carabao Cup semi-final that actually really decided that game because United were winning. But United with the ball again. Fred looking for Fernandez. There's a chance on the counter again. It's exposed. Fernandez looking for Martial down the right-hand side. He can't really get past Reguilon, and it's a big foot in from Diego Carlos. But Wan-Bissaka's found Pogba and Fernandez. Look for the cross. There's a chance for Fred, but Suso's done well to deal with that. It's headed out, and now Sevilla could look for a counter, but Fred, again, his ball recovery's been excellent. Wan-Bissaka, obviously got something to prove, Fred, and he's actually proving it at the moment. Fernandez to Williams. Back with Fred. Finds Greenwood, and now Fernandez could look for a shot. He opted to pass instead, but no one was there. And now Sevilla can break. It's a Campos down the left-hand side, who slips, in fact. I think he trips over himself. And United with the ball again. And it's a chance for Rashford now. And he's just shrugged off the ball. It's in fact Greenwood, and it's apparently gone the other way. The referee has actually given a foul against United there. There's nothing really in that at all. It's just an arm on I think it's Jordan's chest, but he's got an arm on Greenwood too. I think it's a fair challenge. Don't see anything wrong with that. Of course, it is going to be Felix Brich, the referee today. A few questionable decisions. But one of the ones that isn't was the big one, the penalty. I think that was unquestionable really, and VAR deemed it so too. But Reguilon now looking to try and find an equaliser for Sevilla. Finds Jordan, back to Banega. sweeps it wide, looking for Navas, and found him really, really nicely. It's Jordan to Banega. Back with the Argentine. Ocampos. Banega. And it's with Diego Carlos. All of Sevilla's players are inside United's half. They're defending deep. Navas looks to get past Rashford, but Rashford's done well there. Referee's given us a foul. It's going to have to be like that, though. Rashford is going to have to press Navas because the overlapping fullbacks are devastating for Sevilla. Sevilla take it short. Jordan to Diego Carlos, I think. Banega. Reguilon to Ocampos. Some space for the Spaniard. And now Banega finding Koundé. Suso with a nice pass looking for El Naziri. Found him, he's kept it in, but Maguire can deal with that. As he falls over, actually. It looked like he might have been fouled, but it's going to be back with Sevilla inside their own half, though. So perhaps no harm done as it stands. But Maguire will be unhappy that he wasn't given a free kick. It's Banega looking for Jordan. And now it's Suso down the right-hand side. Reverse pass into Navas. There's a chance in there. Maguire's done very well to get a foot in. Williams now looking for Fernandes on the counter. Finds Martial. That's a foul there from Diego Carlos, in fact. And that could be a yellow card. And it is. Which is dangerous. He's already made a few fouls, including the penalty, which wasn't actually given as a yellow card, it would seem. Which is actually quite a bit of a shock because, you know, based on the start of this game, you would have expected he would have got a yellow card for the penalty. But it's what it is. And that's going to be a booking and a free kick to United, who were on another counter-attack. Does seem a bit reckless, Diego Carlos. Obviously, he did bring down Adama Traore, but we'll have to see whether he just needs to settle into games, because it is the start of games that seem to cause him issues. Now, Fred's fouled Banega, I think. And he does actually does just miss the ball, brings down Ocampos, but don't think it was a yellow, really, because it was genuine attempt to get the ball, not too cynical. He's saying one more and you'll get a yellow card to Fred. But it's Brighton, experienced referee, obviously refereed in the last 2 World Cups and the Euros. It's back with Bono, who's barely had a touch of the ball, really. And Koundé, and now Navas with a long pass looking for El Naziri. De Gea has actually just happily and easily collected the ball. It's back, and he just gives it to his captain Maguire. And back to Lindelof. And looked like he was under pressure, Lindelof, and he's given the ball away to Fernando. But Fernando has, in return, given the ball away to Pogba. And then a bit of juggling in the air has meant that Sevilla retained possession. It's back with Navas, who looks to cut it back to Fernando. Looked to maybe line one up, instead gives it to Banega. And Reguilon and Ocampos now on the left-hand side. Down the channel, can't get past Wan-Bissaka, has to go back, find Fernando. Banega. Suso. Navas down the wide right-hand side for Sevilla. Looking to get past Williams. He's found a nice pass into Suso. Completely free, headed out by Lindelof. Martial with good strength, looking to get past Koundé. And has actually fouled the young French defender, which didn't really seem much like a foul either. But there we go. It's a free kick to Sevilla, and they've taken it short. Banega. Chance to find Reguilon, who puts in the ball. It's deflected by Wan-Bissaka in towards Ocampos, but the header was far over the bar. course, the manager for Sevilla, Julian Lopetegui, was obviously the former manager of Spain in the 2018 World Cup. Obviously was dismissed after that torrid campaign where they were knocked out on penalties to Russia, and then was signed as the Real Madrid manager actually before the tournament, and was dismissed later that season after, again, another torrid season, another torrid campaign even, but has found some form for Sevilla, maybe in a dimmer limelight, and has got this team really playing solid football with good attacking play, and it's got important players, obviously 9 players brought in, so he's done well. Maybe he needed time, we'll have to see, but it's now back with the Campos, and now there's a chance inside the box. There's a chance all the way to Suso, who scores and equalises for Sevilla. And that was a really well-worked goal, but there was a lot of space down that left-hand side for Manchester United. But their lead is cut out by the former Liverpool player, Suso. Was United claiming that it was their throw, actually? Should have been United's throw, but it was taken quickly. And it's... let's have a look at this again, because this was almost instant. It was just a nice bit of play, really. And Diego Carlos puts a first-time ball in. And it's Reguilon to a Campos, who gets past Wan-Bissaka. And then finds a really good pass into Reguilon, who whips in a great pass. And Williams is asleep. And Suso finishes really, really smartly. De Gea, no chance. And that is a big goal for Sevilla and a big goal for Suso. Of course, VAR don't look at throw-ins and whether that is. But so VAR won't look at that. United can complain, but it won't be given. They'll feel a bit aggrieved, but it is going to stand. Time Nietzsche says, who will you blame for this goal? I think maybe, obviously not tracking the run from Reguilon is not really good enough, but I'd probably say, it's Brandon Williams' job to mark the fullback, and I think his lack of experience has shown a little bit there. But overall, it was a brilliant goal nonetheless, but I think if you have to blame anyone, you probably have to blame Brandon Williams, but I won't heavily criticise him for that, because honestly, I just think he's sort of a bit inexperienced when it comes to that, and I think Suso is obviously a very smart player. So that's really all I can say from that point. But United need to react to this, because they've really been playing on the counter, and now Wan-Bissaka looking for a cross in, deflected for a corner. But like I said, United need to react quickly, because they need to get back into the lead. They need to demonstrate that they don't just sink, and they actually rise even when a goal is cut out. But it will be Fernandes on this corner. Same position as the last one. Fred relieved of his duty, but we'll see what Bruno can do from an outswinging corner. It's whipped in to the deep, looking for Maguire. It's headed all the way over the bar, and I think he did win that, but it was a difficult one regardless. We've obviously been very critical of Harry Maguire's set piece, his attacking from set pieces, but there's nothing really he could have done there. It's now Bono who hits a pass long, looking for Suso. It's defended well by Brandon Williams. It's going to be a throw to United. And Martial's done well there from the throw, fouled by Koundé. And it's just on the halfway line. Solskjaer complaining about a yellow card, and someone, I think Fernandes might have looked to find Bono, who's actually off his line, but couldn't actually find the target instead, and it will be a goal kick that's taken short. Diego Carlos now. Reguilon. Ocampos. looking to bring the play forward from the left-hand side. Banega back to Ocampos. Argentinians combining nicely, and he swept it wide brilliantly to Jesus Navas. He's going to look to break past Marcus Rashford. Two very quick players against each other, and now it's El Naziri looking to get past Brandon Williams. He's done very well there to stop the striker, and Fred looking to counter. Has misplaced the pass, but advantage wasn't actually earned, and it will be a free kick to United. And Pogba now needs to start dictating play a little bit more for United. Fred. Williams. Back with Maguire. Looks to get past Suso, who's come more centrally. El Naziri on the right. But Fernando has cut out Wan-Bissaka's pass, and he's won it back though, but at the expense of a throw to Sevilla. It's back with Banega, who plays it back to Diego Rico and Koundé. United still just in their rigid shape, looking to try and counter Sevilla at the moment. Of course, Sevilla are a really high possession team. They've had an average of 70% possession in their Europa League games. Tajemnici again, who was our best player in this 30 minutes? It's a good question. I would probably say, Fred's been brilliant, I think. I'd probably say Fred. But it's now a chance for Sevilla down the left again, and it's with Banega now, after two back passes from Ocampos and Reguilon. Reguilon looking to get past Pogba. Dealt with well by the Frenchman. Now back to Martial, who looked like he was fouled and was by Diego Carlos. He was obviously on a yellow card now. No drinks break, as I have only just realised, but I think the lack of heat in this match, or today even, is demonstrating such that they don't need a drinks break then. But Fred back to Lindelof, who looks for a long pass towards Bruno Fernandes. I think it's going to trickle out for a throw. In fact, apologies, sorry, not a throw, goal kick even. But it's been a rather sluggish half an hour. I think United started energetically and then just sat on their laurels. They didn't really push for the second goal through possession, rather through counters, and Sevilla dealt with it relatively well. But now Pogba can bring United forward. He's looking for Rashford. It's cut out by Suso. Back with Navas and Koundé. Bono looking for Ocampos, headed back to Greenwood by Wan-Bissaka. It's Pogba and Fernandes. Back to Pogba. It's good play. Can't quite get past Fernando. Wan-Bissaka back to Pogba. It's Greenwood down the right-hand side. He cuts back. Looks for Pogba again. There's a chance for Martial. And it's just over the bar. Really, really good chance. Really, really well worked from Manchester United. But not hitting the target. It's Greenwood with a good turn. Pogba sees Martial. He makes the run and it's just over. The keeper didn't move. But it's just over. Too much power, not enough whip. But Fred looks for him again. Has found him again. But the pass to Pogba wasn't really good enough from Martial. And Sevilla with the ball again. It's with Ocampos, who looks for Banega. I think that's Reguilon down the left-hand side. And Lindelof does very well to hit Banega and clear it for a throw to United. We'll be back with Wan-Bissaka. I think it's important that United go in at least with this. I think obviously they can make changes to the side to solidify things. They can make changes to make a difference. I think when it comes to creativity, what they can't afford to do is go behind now. They have to just keep pushing for the win. And now Jesus Navas is looking for the win for Sevilla, or the lead even. And he looks to sweep it wide to Ocampos, who has kept it in brilliantly, but only to gift United possession with Wan-Bissaka, and now Pogba looking to shift it to Fernandes, who looked like he was fouled by Koundé, but no foul given. Jesus Navas back to Jordan and Fernando, and now Diego Carlos. Banega, Jordan looking for Suso, Navas, Koundé. So now Banega shifting it wide to Reguilon and Ocampos again. Getting on the ball a lot, but not really making too much of a difference. Other than, of course, the one that matters, I guess. So credit where credit's due for that. But Banega finding Ocampos centrally. Fred's done well there. It's Pogba looking for Greenwood. It's just overhit on his left foot. And it's going to be a throw to Sevilla. It's very fluid, Ocampos. He just runs, drifts into spaces, and it's really dangerous because Wan-Bissaka can't always mark him, and it leaves a mismatch in the centre. I think the danger men, United might want to try a man-marking situation where they mark Banega and they mark Ocampos tightly. Of course, it has worked in big games before against the likes of Hazard and Eriksen and Jorginho. But we'll have to see what Ollie decides. Wan-Bissaka for the moment trying to tussle with Ocampos, more to actually keep the ball than win it from the Argentine, and he's done well there to get past him now. Reverse pass to Pogba, pressed by El Naziri, but finds Greenwood and has it back. Shifts it to Fernandes, who looks to take it in his stride and find Rashford down the left-hand side. A loose touch, but he's still kept the possession, the Englishman, and he's not got past Suso, who's done very well there. And Fernandes has done better in the press, and that's Williams. Now Rashford to Fernandes. Dummies a shot, shifts it to Pogba. Does well to get past Fernando there. Wan-Bissaka, and now Pogba. Fernandes looking for Greenwood. It's sliced by Diego Carlos and headed out by Navas, but only as far as Maguire. And Williams now with a chance, cleared by Koundé, but shifted back by Fernandes, but it's loose and Rashford waited for the ball instead of went to it. And now it's a chance for Sevilla to counter Navas, but Bruno Fernandes does very well defensively and finds Fred. Pogba to Fernandes. The chance for Martial now, he's found him, Fernandes. It's a brilliant pass. Shifts it wide on the left-hand side of the box. It's now to Greenwood. It's scuffled, but there's too many bodies back for Sevilla, and they can break through. And it's Fernando, and it's slid in. Pogba looked like he was fouled, and it is actually a free kick in United's favour. It's actually Banega, apologies. But it could be a potentially dangerous free kick for United. Pogba going to win the ball. And he does actually get there first, I think. And Banega gets a big chunk of Pogba's ankle. It's not a red. It's not. Should probably be a card. But nothing given except for the free kick, I think. We've seen, of course. I think it might be Rashford to take it. Fernandes obviously surrounding it. I think he's more having a debate with the referee over the situation of the card. It's a long way out, probably about 35 yards. I think it will be probably Rashford to take this. He is lining it up. Fernandes has gone away. It will be a Rashford shot. We'll see if it fares any better. Of course, he's only scored the one this season against Chelsea, but it was what a one it was. It's Rashford. He hits it. It's saved very well by Bono, and it's whipped in by Maguire's left foot, but all the way out onto the right-hand side for a throw to Sevilla. It's a good shot from Rashford. Swerving. And while it was relatively central, Bono couldn't really catch it, couldn't really keep hold of it. He had to punch it away and bring it back into a dangerous area. But it is a throw to Sevilla nonetheless. 7 minutes till the end of the first half. And Wan-Bissaka is deemed to have fouled Ocampos with a push. As always, if you have any questions or topics you would like for me to discuss, please comment below and I'll answer them as soon as I can. Of course, I will also answer them during the break. So if during that point you want to ask anything, comment below and I'll answer them just before the second half starts. And will also be giving my man of the match in the 90 minutes should the game be finished in 90 minutes. If it's in extra time, that will extend things. But Maguire's header is actually going to be a foul to Sevilla. A foul against him to Sevilla. I'm not quite sure what that was for. He gets an arm on him, but he goes down. He just gets an arm on his shoulder. I don't think there's anything in that. There's nothing in that at all. There's a few connings going on from Sevilla players recently. And the pedigree's actually rather angry that wasn't a yellow card, but it shouldn't have been a foul, really, for me. I think that's just physicality. Yeah, never a foul. And Solskjaer knows that too, as he's talking with both Lopetegui and the referee. Don't think that is ever a foul, but Sevilla have it now even. And if they score from this, it will be two controversial opinions or two controversial decisions given against United that would lead to goals. But it doesn't look like they're going to whip it in. They're just going to play it around at the moment. And Banega with it on the right-hand side. Williams has done well to keep that. And Rashford looks to skip past Banega. And he's got a bit of space, but that soon disappears as Navas defends well. But it will be a free kick United's way after a pull of the shirt from the captain, Jesus Navas. And Martial looks to get onto that, but his touch was poor for a change. And Banega can get Sevilla on the counter, but Greenwood's done well defensively, and Wan-Bissaka can find him again. Greenwood looking to tussle with Ocampos, but the winger's done exceptionally well at first, but loses out, and Wan-Bissaka's now fouled, I believe, Banega, and it will be a free kick to Sevilla. It's been a bit cagey in the last 10 or so minutes. Both teams seem to be cancelling each other out. And it is sort of looking really rather level on paper at the moment. We will see if maybe a moment of brilliance from either side can unlock this draw. And Suso looks to do just that, but it's cut up by Wan-Bissaka. Now Greenwood loses out in a dangerous area. It's a chance down the left-hand side, but Wan-Bissaka's long trading leg wins the ball. Reguilon keeps the possession though. Back with Banega. 3 minutes to go, plus extra added time even. And it's with Reguilon looking for Ocampos, but Pogba's done well defensively. Looks to bring United forward, finding Greenwood. Skips past Banega brilliantly. And looks for a first-time ball into Rashford, and he's found Rashford, but his touch was poor. Being outdone by Mason Greenwood. Williams looked like he was fouled. And now goes down. He's clutching his face. I don't know what's happened there. I wasn't quite sure. Looked like he was fouled regardless, and then maybe got a knee in his face. We'll have to see. He's gone down. Brandon Williams, he stayed down. So, firstly, he's been fouled. And then he gets, I think, just sort of, not a lot, really. I think maybe he just gets a whack on the face. But doesn't look intentional, really. Big tackle from Wan-Bissaka earlier in that, after Greenwood gave it away. But it's Lindelof now. And Wan-Bissaka venturing forward a little bit more. Greenwood. Now looking for Martial. Found him. He has to drift out of the box, actually, to find Wan-Bissaka. He's got on the ball again, though. Greenwood. Bounced off by Fernando, but he's kept the ball. Fernandez. Now Martial. Back to Fernandez on the edge of the box. It looked like he was brought down. Nothing given. Is it going to be a corner or a goal kick? That's the question. We'll have to see. Good play from Martial to find Fernandez. I'm not sure what was given there. Doesn't look like Carlos got any of the ball. Nothing given, VAR. No check given either by VAR. back with Maguire, though. Fired it into Pogba. Now Fred. Williams. Now Rashford on the left-hand side. He's got space. He's got a bit of freedom. He whips one. It's near post, but it's wide and very wide. Maybe it was a reverse pass to Brandon Williams. I'm not sure. Taimnichi, the referee is no. I do disagree. Sorry, no, don't disagree. Sorry. No, I think he's been pretty poor most of the game, really. There's going to be 2 added minutes to this half. And yeah, I think he's been really inconsistent. We'll have to see what's just happened. But I think that should have probably been another penalty. Or it's certainly been at least looked at. Now Williams has... now Martial. Fernandez. To Fred. Looks to shift it wide to Wan-Bissaka. And he's got a chance to cross it in. He's hit the first man. But it will be a throw to United. Pogba. Fred's won that very well. Pogba with a chance to find Fernandez. There's a chance on the volley. It's a great save from Bono. Really, really great chance and a great shot from Fernandez. Wan-Bissaka still with the ball, though. Chance hasn't gone away. He's kept it. Greenwood. Opted against the cross. Found Fred. Who's good quick feet. Looking to get past Fernando. It's a counter now for Sevilla. If Fred can't get past, there's now a chance for Suso down the right-hand side. It's dangerous. Shifts it back. Looking for Fernando. United players back now. Sevilla players not. So now Jesus Navas with the ball in. And it's cleared by Fernandez, in fact. And Pogba brings it forward with Rashford. And there's a chance for Rashford. It's a brilliant pass from him. And there's a chance at the end of the half for Rashford. He's got Diego Carlos for company. He dummies, he slips. And it's back with Sevilla. And really, really big chance. And it's Sevilla possession. But the referee has blown. And it's been an energetic first half. But cancelled each other out, really. Why is the referee holding his hand in his pocket? Maybe looking for another card. I'm not sure for who, though. But United's early penalty. Brilliantly worked by Martial and Rashford, but cancelled out by a bit of, I'd say a bit sluggishness maybe, in dealing with Reguilon and Suso on either side of the flanks, and Sevilla equalised, but United had just as many chances as Sevilla to score, but nothing really happening yet to break the deadlock. We'll be back in 15 minutes. Until then, if you have any questions or topics you would like for me to discuss, comment below on the live chat and I'll get to them as soon as I can. But until then, see you in 15. Hello and welcome back to the second half of Manchester United versus Sevilla in the live watch along for the United Devils. Just quickly before we get going on the second half, Time Nietzsche asks, who was our worst and best player in the first half? Well, I'll reverse the order. The best player, I still think I stand by it, Fred. I thought he was brilliant defensively. Obviously, a lot of pressure on him. Because, of course, Matic was supposed to be starting, well, predicted to be starting, and he's done well, really. I think he's not shown anything sloppy, really, like he was showing in the Copenhagen game, so I think he's probably improved there, and I'm really quite happy that he's playing so well. Worst player is more difficult because I think, actually, to be fair, no one really played below a 6 out of 10. Overall, I think Williams had a little bit of a sloppy moment, obviously with the goal, but I don't know whether it's fair to credit him because obviously it was very well worked. But I'll probably say Mason Greenwood. I don't think he's been bad. I just don't think he's been as dynamic. I thought it's close with him and Rashford, but Rashford actually started to grow more into the game, so we'll have to see. I don't doubt that Mason Greenwood will do better as the game continues. Obviously, his energy levels and stamina are exceptional, and obviously his ability is fantastic as well. It's interesting though. We'll go into the first half in a little bit of detail. Of course, Manchester United did get the early goal, another penalty, but completely correct. I think as all the penalties pretty much have been throughout the season for United. Diego Carlos wiping out Marcus Rashford as he took a shot on Fernandes, rifling it into the top corner for Manchester United. But 25 minutes into the game, their lead was cut out by a really well worked goal from Sevilla. But United should feel aggrieved because it was actually a it was actually a throw to them instead of Sevilla, which was in the build up to the goal. But VAR don't look at throw-ins when determining whether a goal should stand. United then huffed and puffed, probably played a little bit more counter-attacking football. It paid off a couple of good chances for Rashford and Fernandes, but overall fairly balanced. A potential penalty late in the first half, but fell on deaf ears as the challenge from Diego Carlos was deemed not worthy enough for another penalty. And we'll see as Sevilla line up and they get us underway. It will obviously be an even half. It was an even half, and we'll see who comes out on top in the second. Of course, Sevilla did score the two winners against United at Old Trafford in the second half in the 70th and 75th minutes. We'll have to see whether history repeats itself or United can find some vengeance. Greenwood looking for an early pass to Bruno Fernandes, but Reguilon has read it well, and it's Diego Carlos who clears it. Looking for El Naziri. Lindelof does really well to stop the on-running of Campos, and De Gea's pass was poor, really, but Greenwood's managed to keep it for now, and Fernandes, in fact, actually has found Greenwood, and there's a chance for him. It's a great save from Bono. And it's now back with Navas, who hooks it forward, looking for Suso. Williams has done well and gifted United. It's a brilliant pass from Fernandes, and Greenwood takes it in his stride. It's a good touch. It's a good effort, but it's a brilliant save from Bono, whose trailing leg catches it. And that is an early bright start from Manchester United, as we saw in the first half. And the goalkeeper is going to have to be on his toes. It's going to be a throw to United now. Of course, if to those of you unaware, there were a couple yellow cards in that first half. One given to Diego Carlos and one given to Brandon Williams. And we'll be looking forward to seeing how the different battles on the pitch sort of line up, as after 45 minutes playing against each other, Lindelof just sends El Naziri to his knees. A nice bit of skill. Williams now finding Fernandes. Rashford, who looked to grow into the first half, a few more bursts of pace. Fernandes now finding Pogba, whose touch was poor, but looked like he was fouled. Referee says just as a collision. Bono keeps the ball and can pick it up now. Nietzsche says a good start from us. We need to keep it up. Absolutely. I think the kind of energy that we're United have started with, I think it needs to keep up. Obviously, we have been sluggish in the last few games, and the energy needs to just maintain. And if that means bring on a couple players, then so be it. But don't see that happening until at least the 65th, maybe even 70th minute, the way things are going at the moment. Pogba now, looking to skip past Jordan, finds Rashford, back to Pogba, looks for the long surging pass to Wan-Bissaka, and it's brilliantly executed. And now it's a first-time pass into Greenwood, and Fred, back to Greenwood, good turn, looks to get past Banega, looked like he might have been fouled. Actually, Banega got a good foot on the ball. Still has it, actually, the Argentine. Looks to skip past Fernandez. Sends a long pass looking for El Nasiri. And De Gea can just collect that with one hand and send Maguire on his way. Fred. Lindelof actually is doing a very good job marking the channel runs from either Ocampos or El Nasiri at the moment. And it's something that we've been saying about Bailly's, whose pace has been important. Now Fernandez, and finding Greenwood's pace is important. On the counter, Wan-Bissaka. Greenwood to Fernandez. Back to Greenwood, now Fernandez. Nietzsche says, I feel we'll win 3-1. What's your score prediction, or do you just want to win? Yes and yeah. Yes, but I'm hoping it's 2-1. Rashford now with a shot. It's deflected, but owing to the path of Greenwood, it's a loose touch, but he keeps the ball. I would probably say 2-1. I'd hope for 3-1. Fernandez looking for the cross. It's deflected into the path of Rashford. Great save. Now it's another shot, and it's saved again, blocked again. Brilliantly defended and kept by Bono and the Sevilla back line, but it's back with United. Rashford on the edge of the box. Reverse pass into Martial. Skips past one and past two. And there's a chance. It's saved again. And Fernandez, it's blocked again. Fernando, been a wall, playing as almost an auxiliary centre-back. He's just been diving and saving everything. Martial, brilliant play. Saved by Bono again. And Fernandez with another rifling shot. It's some brilliant play from United and some brilliant defending from Sevilla and their goalkeeper. In fact, it falls to Martial from that first time, and he just laces it into Bono. I do not know how that has stayed out of the goal. It's a corner to United nonetheless, in swinging from Fernandez on the left-hand side. Clips it, looking for Pogba, and he headers it back towards Maguire. There's a chance. Rashford there, but it's cleared now by Sevilla. We don't need another prime Buffon today. Obviously, Jonsson broke the record for the most amount of saves in a Europa League game. Looks like Bono's trying to outdo him. De Gea's delivery is straight to El Nasiri, and it's now with Ocampos. And now El Nasiri looking for a shot. It's blocked by Maguire. Falls to Greenwood, who looks to clear it towards Martial or Rashford, and it's just headed back towards the Sevilla players by Koundé and Jordan. Now Suso looking to test himself against Brandon Williams again. Reverse pass to Jordan, and now there's Navas on the overlap. Opts against it. Sevilla looking to try and get a little bit more of a grip in the game. They've not started with any kind of confidence at the moment. Banega. It's now Fernando. Every United player behind the ball. A foot in. Now Ocampos, but Maguire's read that well and cleared it. I think just straight to Koundé, who headers up. Fernandez wins the header, but loses United ground. Fred's done well there. Williams clears, and Maguire's kept it. Long pass looking for Rashford. It's headed back by Koundé, who's done very well in the air. Now Reguilon. It's going to be Munir El Haddadi to come on for Sevilla, the former Barcelona man, but it's El Nasiri for the moment trying to get past Wan-Bissaka, but a big leg from the Englishman has stopped him in his tracks. It's now Greenwood on the counter. There's a chance for United. His players forward. The pass was slightly under hit, but Martial's kept it well. And he's found Greenwood as well, but it's just over hit. And Bono can collect, and it's back with Fernando. There's chances for United. There's space, and now they've won it again. And it's Pogba to Martial, and it's loose, and he's missed, and it's another save from Bono. Greenwood to Fred. Fernandez looking for Wan-Bissaka. It's a good toe-in from El Naziri, and the cross from Wan-Bissaka was really poor. How have United not scored in these first 7 minutes? It has been ridiculous. It's ridiculously poor from Sevilla, and Pogba's found Martial really, really well, and Martial's touch is just too much. There wasn't really a chance for him to square it. Now there's another chance, and it's Martial, and he looks to get past Bono, but it's defended well and kept well again. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. And Wan-Bissaka clears after another poor pass from Sevilla. United need to take these chances, or Sevilla will grow in the game. It's now Fred to Maguire. It's now Maguire again, just venturing forward. He finds Wan-Bissaka. It's Greenwood. Fred. Rashford skips past a couple. Looked like he was fouled. Referee tells him to get up. Fred finds Williams instead. It's a chance to put in a ball maybe. Rashford was the target by Williams, but nothing there. And Sevilla can bring it away. Swept away by Koundé, but only brought back to Pogba. And now there's a chance for Fred again. Rashford. United's pressure is dominating Sevilla at the moment. Martial's good strength there. Rashford, it actually looked like Martial fouled Navas, and he's disappointed with that decision. Really good start from Manchester United. They just need to put the ball in the back of the net. I think there's a 15-second delay on the second half, so apologies for that. But yeah, it looks like Navas leaves his foot out and Martial just trods on it. But it's a soft one, but it is one. It's now Navas. Now it's good play from Sevilla, and Fernando's free. He's looking for the long pass down the right-hand side for Campos, who is unmarked, but Wan-Bissaka's got back, and he's got a foot in too. So is Greenwood, but it's still back with Sevilla. Fernando, Navas, looking to get past Williams. He can't. And it's hit back off the Spaniard, and it will be a throw to United. And Sevilla making the substitution. It is actually the danger man, Campos, coming off for Munir El Haddadi. And that is a bit of a strange decision from Lopetegui. But it is Munir coming on. Looks like maybe Campos might have got an injury or something, because he is wearing a bit of strapping, so maybe he wasn't supposed to be risked. So he's come off now, and it will actually be De Jong coming on, I'm assuming, for El Naziri. We'll see. De Jong obviously very dominant in the air. I think he scored, I think all of his goals have been from a target man sort of related attack, so I think that might be where why Sevilla are bringing him on. Maybe a change of tactics. Of course, the domination United have had in the first 10 minutes may have made Lopetegui's mind, as he wants to probably get a few more long balls and winning them. Martial can't win that one though. Fernando brings it on to Jordan, and now it's a long scooped hit from, I believe, Suso, that goes out for a goal kick, and De Gea takes it quickly to Lindelof. Pogba to Wan-Bissaka. Could shift United in gear, but he's given it away quite cheaply. Banega now. Diego Carlos finding Jordan in space. And there's even more space for Jesus Navas down the right-hand side. Looks to get past Williams, who's showing him onto his right foot. But it's back with Suso, and now Fernando. Jordan to Banega, who's pulling the strings from a deeper position. Reguilon to Munir. Time Nietzsche says, should we change someone? I'm not sure. I'm not so sure. Maybe could see Juan Mata, but I'd like to see United give the players that are playing so well another 10 or 15 minutes, really. And Williams has won that well. It's back with Rashford, though, and after another Williams bit of interplay, Rashford can find Fred. Pogba back to Fred. Looking for the long pass to Mason Greenwood. It's a really, really good pass and a really good take as he skips past Munir, finding Pogba. And he skips past Munir. And it's Greenwood again. Good play. Martial and Rashford getting in the way of each other, but they still keep the ball. Williams now down the left-hand side. There's a chance to play it back to Martial. Greenwood. United camped inside the Sevilla half. Maguire. Greenwood coming central. Skipping past a few. Looked like he was fouled, in fact. It's Rashford. No foul given, I don't think. Finding Fernandes. Greenwood stayed down. And Rashford's kicked it out. I think the only reason they probably gave it, kicked it out actually, was probably because, yeah, it is a foul actually. He does clatter into him, Koundé, so that probably should have been another foul. Campos is very unhappy about being taken off. But we'll have to see if Greenwood's okay. I think he looks fine. United back with the ball. De Gea playing it to Harry Maguire. Had a quiet night, David De Gea. One save for him. No chance for the goal. Fred. Pressed by De Jong, but found Rashford anyway. He's looking for Fernandes. It's cut out by Koundé. And now Navas looks to bring Sevilla forward even. I was going to say Benfica. Lindelof clatters into Banega, and that's going to be a foul against him. Didn't really seem like it. Seemed like he got the ball, really. But it was just a heavy challenge nonetheless. Yeah, he actually wins the ball, Lindelof. So another poor decision for this referee. How have Sevilla only got one yellow card? I don't know. They've done a number on the referee. Maybe, I don't know. It's a wry smile from Ole Gunnar Solskjaer as well. And an hour gone, and it's still 1-1, but not from lack of trying. Certainly for Manchester United, who have had a flurry of chances denied by either really brave defending or even more fantastic goalkeeping. But Pogba's now looking to bring United forward with a nice bit of skill. Fernandes can find Greenwood. It's a bit wider than he would have liked, but he can still keep the ball. He's gone into the box now, Mason Greenwood. Skipping away, first time ball hitting Diego Carlos. It will be a corner. But lovely bit of play from Paul Pogba and a really, really lovely pass from Fernandes to find Greenwood. Corner for United on the right-hand side. Of course, you know, most of these players do know how to play against Sevilla. They've played against them before. A few newcomers, but they'll know that set pieces, they are quite good at stopping, but we'll have to see whether they can stop this one. Fernandes whipping it in, headed out by the third man, now cleared, maybe looking for the counter with Navas, and now there's Suso, Munir down the right-hand side. Williams has won that very well, in fact, and was fouled by the young Spaniard. Really, really good run from Williams, good burst of pace and good tactical nous, but and Munir literally just leaves a trailing foot out, and it is cynical, but not worthy of a yellow. No bad blood between the two either, as United get this free kick. Maguire looking for any options, just waving his arms up, looking for anything. Maybe it might be worth looking into bringing on Juan Mata, or as Time Nietzsche said, he predicted it would be a 3-1. United probably should be winning 3-1 at least, with the amount of chances they had early in the second half. We'll see if they can keep this up. But Sevilla on the ball for the moment. Munir losing out, but winning the throw from a Wan-Bissaka challenge. Prime Buffon doesn't seem like he's going to stop playing against United just yet. But Munir trying to win a foul. It's in fact the other way, I think. I'm not quite sure for what for. Munir's seeming to cause problems now. I think maybe for offside? I can't see what the referee's given that for. I'm not quite sure what's happening now. But it's another couple of cagey fouls from Sevilla, and they're getting in United players' faces. Jordan and Martial getting into a bit of an argument. And I think it's just another few fouls. Martial's not really too... Well, Jordan's not happy with Martial, but I don't quite know what for. Of course, Sevilla still with just the one yellow card. United still with just the one yellow card as well. This could change as the game continues. Pogba and Bruno link up really nicely. Wan-Bissaka now pass in midfield to Greenwood, finding Fred. Sweeps it wide for Rashford, a really nice find by the Brazilian. But nothing ahead of Rashford took his fancy. Plays it back to Maguire. And then after the link up, back to Lindelof. Wan-Bissaka. It's Pogba. Good strength from Pogba. And skill to get through a couple, but he was outmatched in the end by a combination of De Jong and Jordan. And it's back with Fernando, who looks to shift it wide. There's a mismatch on the right-hand side, but Rashford's tracked back. Suso has to play it back to Koundé and Fernando. Banega. Reguilon, who's not really got into a dangerous position this half. United looking very strong. Obviously, may have expended a bit of energy. We'll have to see how their fitness levels are up. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer wants them to be the hardest working team in the Premier League, perhaps the world, if he is to compete on a European stage. And they're going to have to keep up this energy level at the moment as Jesus Navas looks to get past Brandon Williams. It's now a pass, really well found pass from Jordan to Suso, and a back heel finds Navas, who looks to whip in across towards Munir, but it's headed away by Wan-Bissaka. Greenwood looking to get past. Reguilon is actually fouled by the Spaniard. Really smart play from Greenwood, who got ahead of Reguilon, and Reguilon just clattered into him. In fact, it looks a bit like Greenwood tripped over his own foot, but it did actually... I can't see the other angle of that. Lopetegui's not happy with that decision, though, from the referee. Pogba, back to Greenwood. Wan-Bissaka now. Greenwood again, finding Pogba. Left-footed, long surging pass towards Rashford, and the header is poor from the Englishman, and it goes out for a throw. And 25 minutes left of the second half, and it could go to extra time as it stands, but United starting to take the gas off, but they need to just keep pushing, and then they can afford the luxury of sitting back a little bit. But for the moment, lovely flick from Fred, finds Fernandes eventually, and it's actually going to be Sevilla's ball, and Rashford's going to get a booked for that, showing his frustration in throwing the ball down. Furious with the decision to give it to Sevilla. It's another throw that should have been United's given to Sevilla. Questionable decisions throughout the game from the referee. But of course, Rashford's frustration is aptly booked, because you're not allowed to do that. But Sevilla's play is cut out. United's play, in fact, and it's now Munir driving forward. Fred's trying to deal with him, but he can't quite do so. Wan-Bissaka can, though, and he gives it back to his goalkeeper, who launches it forwards. And the header from Navas is going to be out for a throw. Pogba starting to slow off. He gave up the ball away to create that half chance for Sevilla, and the pass from Fred was overhit. Might be worth looking at Nemanja Matic at the moment, because I think Fred's energy is slowly fading, and we need a little bit more stability. And it will be back with Sevilla in their own box. Banega actually playing very deep at the moment, finding a good pass to De Jong. It's Navas, reverse pass to Jordan. Finds him again though. Koundé to Diego Carlos. Banega looking to dictate more, and he's found a long pass looking for De Jong. Again overhit. Of course, there's still plenty of time left, and of course the semi-final, the other leg is actually going to be determined tomorrow, with Inter Milan playing Shakhtar Donetsk. Of course, that extra day for either United or Sevilla will be crucial, as the final is on next Thursday. And now Koundé is in a bit of trouble with Fernandes pressing, but he's dealt with it expertly, and Fernando can bring it away. But Williams' foot in has gifted United possession. It's Rashford skipping away from one, rotating again, and Williams brought down perhaps. It's going to be a throw to United. Williams struggling to get back up and onto his feet. It's going to be Pogba who has a hit. It's really speculative, really, and will be a goal kick. But I think United should probably change a thing or two in the next couple of minutes. I could see probably Mata coming on maybe, just to add a little bit more creativity. But honestly, the front three have been really, really good, I think, and especially on the counter. I think Martial's looked a little less clinical than we would have liked, but I don't doubt that he'll bring up the goods when needed. But 20 minutes left of this game, and it's still 1-1. Maguire heads up after the goal kick. It's headed back towards him by Navas, but Maguire wins that one as well. Now Fred finds Wan-Bissaka. It's loose, and Wan-Bissaka manages to get there, and there's a chance for United down the right. It's Greenwood. He's done very well, Wan-Bissaka, and now Greenwood's done even better to get past Banega. He's in the box. It's a chance for him. He shoots. It's straight at Diego Carlos. Now Banega looks to get Sevilla overway, but it's Munir who's not done well enough against Lindelof, and his expertise has prevented the counter. Will be a throw to Sevilla. Can't see if any players are warming up. It's a long pass. Sevilla have been allowed, really, to shift the play from wing to wing effortlessly throughout the game. And that is something that Liverpool obviously have been doing expertly. And now they're doing it again. Banega to Reguilon. Just about kept it in. Banega on the right-hand side. It's back with Fernando. And he can shift it to Koundé. And it's Navas to Jordan. And Suso on the edge of the box. Navas has a chance to put in a ball. It's towards De Jong, but it's a great header from Lindelof. And it's back with Suso. And it's Fernando. Banega shifts it wide. Bounce probably hindered Navas more than helped him, but he's kept possession. Found Jordan. And it's back with Diego Carlos. Banega. Good pass to Reguilon down the right-hand side. United's right even. Wan-Bissaka's fouled him. Coming through the back. It's not going to be a yellow card, I don't think. But it's a dangerous chance for Sevilla, just on the edge of the box. He's just looking to get past Reguilon, but Reguilon shields the ball really well, as learnt from a couple of mistakes he's made before against Wan-Bissaka. But it's a dangerous chance for Sevilla. And it's pretty much on the line. But it could be a chance for Sevilla to score. It could straight from the set piece, but it could be more likely to whip in the ball. We'll have to see. It's Jordan and I think Munir over the ball. Looks like it is going to be Jordan. I think he might fancy a shot instead. There's a lot of space near post. David, he goes for it. It hits Bruno Fernandes. It's brought back in. And there's a chance and a shot by Suso. It's blocked by Pogba. And Williams looked like he was fouled. But nothing given yet. Shifted back onto the right-hand side. Suso looking to tackle or take on Williams. And he's had to drift into the central midfield. And he's found Navas on the right again. It's a burst of pace to get past. Lindelof heads out well, but only as far as Munir. And there's a chance again, and Lindelof again has done brilliantly. Now, Sevilla are claiming there's a handball. De Gea's hit the goal kick long. There is going to be a check. Or maybe no check. No, check is clear. It wasn't going to be a handball. Let's have a look at that now. No, there's nothing in that. He turns his back, his elbow's in. No chance. No chance. Not a handball at all. Is there going to be a substitution? Is that the question? Can't see if there's a substitution being made. It's going to be Franco Vasquez, who of course was in the team that played against United in the in the Champions League knockout game in 2018, and it's Suso to come off actually, which is a bit of a shock because he scored the goal and he's actually been looking very lively. We'll have to see what Vasquez can do to demonstrate why he's bringing Suso off. But we'll see. No substitutions yet made by Manchester United. Of course, there's a good 20 minutes left. But we'll see how United fare. Obviously, the tiring legs in this sweltering heat. Apologies, there's actually only 15 minutes left. And long pass from David De Gea, headed out by Koundé, but goes all the way. And Maguire can shepherd it out for a goal kick. Not sure what the referee's given there. It's going to be a goal kick. I'm not sure why he was demonstrating like it was a corner, but a bit surprising, but we'll see. I agree. I think Matic should come on. I think Mata maybe not yet. Maybe if things change, but we'll have to see. I think Greenwood's done really well, and he's still got a fair bit in the tank. Now Maguire couldn't quite get past. Sevilla pressing hard at the moment. De Gea having to clear long, looking for Rashford. It's flicked on. Martial, a chance to break. He's just wiped out by Fernando, but Rashford's still on the counter. It's Rashford to Williams driving in. Was he fouled? Referee tells him to get up. It's a chance for Sevilla on the counter. It's Munir down the right-hand side. Looking to get past Fred. But the Brazilian's done very well there. And somehow he's kept it. And Munir's gone down, but the referee's told him to get up too. And now Pogba can find Rashford down the left. There's Greenwood through. But he's quite wide at the moment. No chance for a shot from him yet. But Rashford feeds it back to Fernandes. And it's Rashford again. Fernandes playing it back to Fred. Looks a little tired. Pogba. United probably just trying to simmer the tempo down for the moment. Sevilla obviously trying to play vicious counter-attacking football. And now it's Greenwood with a shot. It's spilled by Bono. But didn't look like it was enough to trickle past him into the goal, and he collects the second time asking. And he's looking to hit it long, maybe to get De Jong into the game, who's not quite, and Pogba's tried to feed either Martial or Greenwood, but it hits between the middle of them, and Diego Carlos collects, finding Vasquez, who's playing as the left-hand side winger. Wan-Bissaka's done well to stop him, and Greenwood's kept it on, actually, but slipped, I think, almost in giving the ball away. And it shifted wide to Jesus Navas. Still got a lot of energy left. Banega, Munir. It's back to Vasquez, and there's a chance for Munir down the right. Navas even with a ball into De Jong, and he scored. And United switched off, and that's a big goal for Luke De Jong. Brilliant cross from Navas, and it's just gone in between the defenders for United, and they've scored. And it's late again from Sevilla. I'm just going to wait because it looked like he might have been offside, but we'll see. Navas is on. No, he's completely onside. It's Lindelof who switched off. Williams let Navas get through, and it is going to be it's going to be a lead for Sevilla, and they don't tend to give these away. Really lovely finish from De Jong. And after all those chances for United, Sevilla are the ones starting are now leading, and it's a big blow for Manchester United. And maybe United need to bring some players on. Lindelof is getting an earful from Fernandes, and he's annoyed at that. United look dejected. They're going to need to summon all their strength, all their mentality, and it's just not really it's not a good goal to give away, but they're going to have to summon something special to get ahead. Manchester United now. This is going to show how much they've changed over the last few years. Fred back to Maguire, and it's now with Williams. Of course, this would be the third semi-final exit for United, and Rashford's long pass can't find Fernandes, and it will be with Bono. You have to say the energy they started with was good and bright, and it slowly slipped away, whereas Sevilla's hasn't. And we'll have to see what United can muster in the last 10 minutes. It's back with Bono, the goalkeeper, who's done so well to keep United at bay in the second half. And it's a long pass looking for De Jong. It's found him, but it looked like he was offside. And you have to say, Lopetegui taking off his front three seems to have paid off as it stands. But we'll see what United can muster in the last 10. Wan-Bissaka to Pogba. Rashford, who's come on the right-hand side. Pogba shrugging off De Jong. Not many options ahead. Fernandes, he's found, though, brilliantly. Clattered into by Diego Carlos, but fairly. And now it's a reverse pass, and there's some space down the right-hand side. Williams has kept in a foot. But it's Munir to Banega. And Navas. Sevilla, obviously, a very, very good possession side. They know how to keep possession. They know how to keep a lead. And so United are going to have to do a lot to change this scoreline. But they might have been caught out again. It's Munir down the right-hand side. He's got players in the middle, but he's slipped at the vital moment, and it will be a goal kick. There's 8 minutes to go. It's a loose pass from Maguire. Williams can't keep it out in. It's going to be a throw to Sevilla. There have been spaces. Again, it's another shot that De Gea cannot deal with. It's no chance for him. It's just, you could say it's a brilliant cross. You can say it's a brilliant finish. But there's going to be some inquests at the defensive line for Manchester United because there was far too much space on the right-hand side for Sevilla, and there's far too much space in the box for De Jong, who was practically unmarked. Banega gives that away. It's going to be a throw to you, but it's actually going to be a throw to Sevilla. So United have really slumped. They've sort of almost given up, really. At the moment, they haven't really registered any dangerous shots, any real chances since that flurry early. And now it's a chance for Sevilla again, dancing through Banega, but it's going to be a corner. Williams has been run ragged all day. He looks knackered. Do have to feel sorry. He's not really been helped with on tracking back. I think Bruno Fernandes has been doing a bit of it, but he just got kicked in the chest by Banega on the follow-through. It's not a foul, but it's just a nasty one for him. This is a bad moment as it stands for Manchester United. It's whipped in, deep towards Vasquez and volleyed over. This would be the third season in a row Manchester United would have failed to have won silverware if it stands like this. And of course, the third semi-final United exit on this season. Vasquez, again, good footwork, good energy. It's now back with Jordan. It looks like Fosu-Mensah might come on. Bono gives it to Carlos. United have had 20 attempts in the game to Sevilla's 9. And now United looking for number 21, Fred, finding Greenwood, and now Fernandes finding Pogba. Can United muster another chance or two? It's Wan-Bissaka to Rashford, back to Wan-Bissaka, Pogba. Rashford. It's a good pass to Fernandes, who's bundled over by Fernando, but nothing given. Again, you have to say. And it's hit out. I think it's going to be Mata coming on as well. There's going to be a check. There is a check going on for that. It's not given. Again, there's a knee in his back. I think that's another penalty, really. Honestly, I think that is another penalty. The sub's not made yet. Pogba. Pogba now looking for Rashford. He's found Rashford on the right-hand side. It's Fernandes. First time ball in, cleared by Koundé. As far as Vasquez, who will look to bring the team forward. And he shifted it to Banega, and there's space for Navas, and there's a chance for Maguire. He's done very well. He's in fact been given as a foul against him. 4.5 minutes left, and it's going to be a yellow card for the Manchester United captain. Looks like there's going to be another yellow card for a Sevilla player. I'm not sure why or for who. It's been a rough game when it comes to not taking chances for Manchester United, because really they should have had so many more goals at the beginning of the second half, and it's just not being put away. Sevilla growing into the game and then eventually getting the goal. Bit of quality. Matt has come on now. And so will Daniel James and Fosu-Mensah. I'm not sure who's come off, though. It's going to be Brandon Williams off for Fosu-Mensah, I think, who looks knackered. It's going to be Fred as well coming off even, for, I'm assuming, Juan Mata. And I'm not sure who's come off for Daniel James. And it's going to be Goodlay coming on for Sevilla. And it's going to be Jordan coming off. Lasted a bit longer than he did against Wolves. He only lasted an hour. It's going to be the number 17 Goodlay coming on. Goodlay. Can't see who. Looks like it's Rashford who's. It's not Rashford who's come off. I don't think Daniel James has made his way onto the pitch yet. But Fernandes still with the ball. Finding Fred. Oh, so Fred hasn't actually come off yet. That was a mix-up, but it's headed away by Diego Carlos. As far as Fred. Not good enough, and Sevilla can clear. Apologies for the mistake. It seems that Fosu-Mensah hasn't come off. It hasn't come on even, and honestly, but it's I'm not even sure what's happened here, but there's something messed up. It's Pogba now cleared. I'm not sure who's come off. I think it is actually Wan-Bissaka who's come off. Apologies. And it has been Daniel James who's come on as well. But I'm not really sure of any kind of lineup. It's all out attack for Manchester United at the moment. It's whipped in, but it's going to be overhit. And that's that really there. But it's really it for United. It is Wan-Bissaka, I can confirm, has come off. But again, still not sure what's happening with the rest of the substitutions, really. But it's been really rather unfair, you can say, from Manchester United, who haven't really kind of got into the game that much after those flurry of chances. But you can say that, but you can also say they should have been more clinical. The squad depth clearly isn't good enough. And it's showing, really. And it showed in the semi-finals. And it's really disappointing. There's still a chance. It's going to be Rashford whipping it in. Looking for James. It's overhit. He couldn't quite do that yet. He really, really had to try and run in and have a chance. We'll have to see. 10 seconds of normal time plus added time. We'll have to see what happens. It's going to be 6 added minutes. There is still plenty of time for an equaliser. And we know how good United are at getting them from late positions. And it is all out attack for United, so they could be susceptible on the counter. We'll hope United's attack keeps them in the game. And it's hit straight out for a throw. Lindelof takes quickly. Fred to Maguire. Cut out by Goodlay. And it's Pogba looking to get forward. He's found Daniel James down the right-hand side. There's a chance for him to use his pace. He cuts past one, but Goodlay gets back and makes a good challenge. It's now back with Lindelof. Mata, who's almost playing as an anchor, really, in this makeshift all-out attack formation. Lindelof was fouled. Banega getting that. I think Munir got a yellow card at some point in the flurry for United, and it's Mata now to Fosu-Mensah. Now Martial looking for a dangerous chance. It's Fred. It's now a chance. It's now with Greenwood on the left-hand side. Not much happening there. Fernandes. It's a good pass into Martial. It's a chance. Mata. It's overhit. And it's going to be a goal kick, I think. 4 minutes left. Just not quite on the money when it counted. And that's summed it up really all game. Pretty much straight from the penalty. And it's launched by Bono. Maguire losing out on the header. But in fact, Luke de Jong was offside and it's kicked away by Someone else. It is now going to be Igalo coming on for Mason Greenwood as United make as many changes as they can possibly try to. And it might be a few more long balls into the box now as Igalo's target man abilities will be coming into handy as United look to get a late equaliser in Cologne. And there are 3.5 minutes as Vazquez is offside again. And we've got to see how United do in the dying stage of this game. 3 minutes left. It's a long pass looking for Daniel James. He's not going to quite reach it. I think it's a first time ball in. He did get to it actually, and it's cleared by Sevilla all the way back to Victor Lindelof, who will keep the ball in and look for Fred. It's back with Lindelof and Maguire. 3 minutes left. Maguire surging pass into Martial. It's a chance for him down the left-hand side. He's still got a bit of energy. It's back with Igalo. Good strength. Pogba finding Mata. It's Igalo. Can't quite get past the body swarming him. It's Maguire. Mata. Chance to whip it in. It's straight to Bono. It's really poor. And he holds it down, and that could be the last big chance because Sevilla can keep this ball. 2 more minutes left. And really, it's not been good enough in the last 30 minutes. Long kick goes straight to Maguire, who can bring it forward for United. It's back with Fred. Sevilla pressing, but Fred's done well to get away from it. It's Fernandez. There's James on the right. Is there one last chance? 2 minutes left. James back to Fernandez. Lindelof even. I don't know why I said Igalo. Fred will say the man of the match at the end of the game because honestly, it's tense. Fosu Mensah cut it back to Mata. Back to Fosu Mensah. He puts in a ball. There's Pogba in there. He can't quite reach it and it could trickle out. It's launched towards De Jong. It's cut out by Fred. And he's actually lost out. It's De Jong now. This is a chance for Sevilla to wrap it up. De Jong, there's a chance on the edge of the box. Maguire's done brilliantly to stop that. 60 seconds left. United's last chance now. Fernandez, that would have sealed the game. Mata. Martial. Could this be the chance? It's Martial in the box. Just gets a toe in. And it's actually going to be a foul against Martial. That could be it. 45 seconds left. And you have to say that is going to be probably the last kick of the game. We'll have to see how much extra time is added on to the added time. But we'll see. It's Navas who goes down actually after having to deal with a strong run from Martial. Just puts a foot in. I think Martial just swipes him as he tries to pass it. We'll see. Lopetegui just saying calm down to his teammates. 15 seconds left and this is probably going to be it. It's been a good 40 seconds, the keepers. This should probably be it. And we'll be seeing soon. But Banega still looking to get it past. It's fouled by Fernandez and that's it. That is it. And United are knocked out of a third semi-final this season. And Sevilla book themselves into a huge final for them against either Inter Milan or Shakhtar Donetsk. But it's a big loss for United, who are looking for silverware this season and ultimately have failed. There is obviously will be a big inquest going on for United after this game. But Solskjaer's definitely not happy with his team after really had a lot of chances to win this game, had a lot of chances to score in the first half and the second half, but no avail. And Sevilla, just their quality in the end, caught United out. Few dodgy calls from the referee. Their equaliser probably should have been chalked off had a decision gone the other way. There was another penalty call at the end of the first half and the start of the second half. Probably should have been given. Definitely the one in the first half. But it's what it is now. United are out. And it's disappointing. Man of the match for United. It's difficult to really give an option. Thought Fred was really good throughout, except for that last bit when it didn't matter. But he's disappointed. I'm disappointed with the whole performance, really. But I'd say if there was going to be a man of the match, it would probably be Fred, who people said shouldn't be in the team, but did do well throughout the game. It's a disappointing one. It's the end of the season for Manchester United. Don't need to worry about what happens next week then. All the English clubs are out of Europe, and it's a rather embarrassing feat. It's the first time in 24 years an English club won't be in the semi-finals of any European competition. It's a pretty hard one for United, but they know that they are showing promise. The big thing is squad depth. Ollie clearly didn't trust in the players he had on the bench to make a difference until after it was almost probably too late. And I think that's the big thing. Squad depth needs to improve. Signings need to come in, at least 3. I'm hoping for 5, but realistically it will probably be 3. And the big one that has to come in, I think, is Jadon Sancho, because I think then off the bench we have a lot more strength in the wide areas. We'll have to see what happens, but for now, enjoy the summer. We'll be back for United's first game in the Premier League, whatever that should be. We may be back for any pre-season matches that may occur. But we'll get back to you as soon as we do. It's been a long season, but it is over for United. Now they can regroup. They've got an extra week before their Premier League season comes back. But until then, thank you very much for listening. It's been a pleasure to do this. And we will be back soon with all of our usual YouTube videos and podcasts that will continue, and will be season 2 coming along very swiftly. If you enjoyed this, please like this video, subscribe to our channel, and follow us on Twitter for all of our content. But until then, have a really great summer for what